Take two, ready, action.
So, Dr. Haja Farhana, welcome to Rumpai Petang. As you may know, we're going to be discussing about the issues and challenges and also a brief history on the SPN 21 and the previous education systems here in Brunei. So, Doctor, would you care to how do you say this? Would you care to explain the previous education systems, the prior ones, before SPN 21 and the religious education system was implemented here?
Alright, thank you Zol. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good afternoon everyone. So before I start, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Haja Farhana. I'm an education officer in the Ministry of Education, Brunei Darussalam. So before that, let me tell you all that education in Brunei is compulsory. And this is already stated in the Brunei Law, chapter 211. And then also by hadith, riwayat by Ibn Abdul Bari, Talabul Ilmi Faridatun ala kulli Muslim wa Muslimah, where it means that seeking knowledge is an obligation for every Muslim and Muslimah. Okay, let's now move on to the education system in Brunei. So the first education system was introduced in the first National Development Plan. So the education framework back then was 632, where we have 6 years of primary education and then 3 years of lower secondary education and 2 years of upper secondary education. Back then, the curriculum focuses on 5 things, which are civics, basic Islamic religious knowledge, physical education, singing, and also creativity. And then in 1972, the education system was changed into a 9-year education system. And in 1984, after our independence, a bilingual education system was introduced, but then this system was only implemented a year later. And then in 1993, the previous 9-year education system was replaced by a 12-year education system. And then back then we have 7 years of preschool and primary education, and the secondary education is still the same, where we have 3 years of lower secondary and 2 years of upper secondary. And then in 1997, a new education system was introduced, which is the special education system. This special education system is especially for those students who are in need of special education needs. And then the current education system practice now, we have 2 education systems, where we have the religious education system and also SPN 21. As you know, SPN 21 stands for the National Education System for the 21st Century. So this SPN 21 is the latest education system, and it was introduced in 2009, although it is not new, but it is the latest implemented education system. So for today's discussion, we'll be only discussing about the SPN 21.
Just like you said, you're going to be discussing about SPN 21, and some of us audience know that what SPN 21 is all about, but sometimes we might not know what the real details are concerning this SPN 21 thing. So could you please give out the details, so you might want to share with the audience?
Alright, so according to Ministry of Education, in their book that was published in 2013, SPN 21 is the latest implemented education system, and it is still currently practiced. And then this education system was built upon the commitment to achieve Ministry of Education's vision and also mission. And it was also introduced to achieve Brunei's Vision 2035, where in education perspective, Brunei wants to be recognized for the accomplishment of the well-educated and highly skilled people. And then, therefore, this system does not focus on books and intelligence of an individual. So, this system gives choices to individuals, so it leads to multiple pathways to higher education. And then this also gives opportunities to students with special needs. This is done by the existence of the specialized education program. And as said by Professor Chris Davison in the booklet, he stated that SPN 21 catapults the school system into 21st century with emphasis on higher order knowledge and skills. And then this education system actually aims to prepare and nurture the students so that they can overcome the social and economic challenges of the 21st century. And according to Professor John Toohey, in the SPN 21 booklet, he stated that SPN 21 proposed a creative, integrated and balanced strategy in which this would encourage critical thinking and teachers and also policymakers.
Yes, that was pretty. It was really a thorough explanation of the SPN 21. Thank you, Dr. Haja. So, now that you've heard the story, we have actually conducted an interview with the teachers and students from every other schools here in Brunei. So, let us roll the footage of our interviews, specifically from this school called Sekolah Menengah Nasikatok Ayam. Roll the clip, monkeys.
And